There's rules and regulations, got slide for 'em. There's rules and regulations, got slide for 'em. You screaming out that game, would you kill for it? You tell them that you love them, you gon' die for 'em. There's rules and regulations, got slide for 'em. There's rules and regulations, got slide for 'em.
I'm looking online and I'm seeing things, and right now we got a situation to where Hollow is lying his goddamn teeth out. Now, I have been seeing some things online about different artists, about different people in battle rap, and we get situations to where people will do anything in their power to try to protect their image, but this is a new goddamn low. Now, listen, so there's some information that has surfaced showing that Hollow the Don has been served by the original owners of LOM. Now, it kind of looks like from the paperwork that we have that Hollow the Don has kind of been embezzling, or let's just say stealing money from the pot. Now, he's been found to have stolen around $9,555, and this was kind of like, you know, he was using it for different expenses like car repairs and fitness memberships and going out to restaurants and different things like this. This is what it details in the documentation. Also, when he was confronted with all these things, that he went ahead and he shut off access to the online social media accounts so that they were not able to track exactly what was going on. And it also shows that there's a complaint that Hollow the Don stole about $33,000 from the business account and then fled, which, you know, when you add up 33,000 plus the $9,555, you get close to the $50,000 mark that, you know, Math Hoffa is talking about in the battle between himself and Hollow the Don. Also, you know, it kind of shows, you know, the willingness of the people who were the original owners of the LOM with Hollow the Don, like their way of kind of trying to fix the situation. They have a lawyer that's trying to mediate and trying to also get Hollow the Don to pay back the money because he had a certain amount of time to respond to the complaint, but he still has not responded by paying the money back. Now, I don't know. Maybe Hollow the Don ran through all the money, or maybe it's a situation where he just doesn't feel like, you know, he has to pay him back. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but it looks like to me that Hollow signed off in saying that he's going to try to repay the money in the documentation here. And, you know, we still got Hollow the Don. He's going on social media, putting out posts, pretty much saying, you know, that Math Hoffa is kind of lying about this situation. He doesn't have proof. But in these documents, it kind of shows that Hollow the Don has been one hell of a goddamn business partner, you know, in this situation. Now, the problem lies is that the, you know, original co-owners with LOM, they now have tax issues that they have to kind of try to resolve, and they have no access to the online social media accounts to be able to determine what exactly was going on with different transaction and different amounts of money, because Hollow the Don kind of shut off the access. So this kind of leaves them on the hook for, you know, tax obligations and things that they're going to have to pay with the IRS, with no way of really knowing like exactly how much money, you know, was to be, you know, that was made. And then also Hollow the Don removed the co-owners from the bank account after he withdrew the $33,000 from it, you know, so that's also, you know, an issue like at hand. So I don't know. It seems like to me that Hollow the Don has been doing some goddamn dirty deeds. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, I do feel like Hollow the Don kind of threw the battle, but I do feel like in a sense that he kind of threw it for maybe other reasons. You know, he kind of detailed, you know, in a couple of posts that I talked about in the previous videos, that he was kind of approached by people that kind of seemed like they wanted to fight. It was kind of a different type of energy. But my personal opinion, I'm feeling like, hey, you know, you see like your old business partners making their way onto the stage, and, you know, you kind of start feeling, you know, kind of like you kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? And Math Hoffa went ahead and exposed like the whole situation. Now, I do have a problem with Math Hoffa saying that he's now, you know, a co-owner of LOM, because there are two different companies. One of them, which was, you know, that came out in January of 2019, that was filed for in January 2019. And then you also have the original LOM company. I think it was like, it founded like back in 2013, you know, legally like back in 2013. So I don't know which one Math Hoffa is a part of. Is it the new one? Is it the old one? Or is get a situation where we just may never know unless he comes out with an interview. But for right now, it seems like for the most part, Math Hoffa was actually right, and Hollow the Don is actually a goddamn sleazeball. But it is what it is. Like, if he doesn't respond and return the money, you know, they're going to be forced to actually serve him, you know, with court papers to have him, you know, actually end up going to trial over this situation. So in my personal opinion, looking at what the attorneys has sent Hollow the Don, I really think that you might want to try to fix this situation, you know what I'm saying, before it gets out of hand, because I think they do have you dead to rights. One of the problems that they had is that this business that they all had together, they didn't operate by any bylaws. So a lot of the issues, you know, are with, you know, they didn't have the proper setup or business systems to be able to monitor a lot of things that were going on. So shit like this doesn't happen, you know. So the lawyer's trying to mediate and also like try to play like a role in trying to help fix or facilitate a way to fix up a, you know, some sort of a system so that they can operate, you know, better without, you know, having situations where you get somebody that's operating with impunity and just doing whatever the hell they fucking want to do. But it is what it is. This is kind of a shifty situation. You know, Hollow the Don and Math Hoffa, it looks like they got a lot of things off of their chest in that battle. But, you know, at the end of the day, Hollow did lose that battle 3-0. No matter what Hollow says, there is paperwork out here that shows that he is a slimy ass business person. Now, does that mean he's not a good person? No, you know what I mean? You know, you can be a slimy business person, you can be a slumlord, you know, a landlord, but, you know, be a good, you know, person like with people that you know. But in terms of doing business with Hollow the Don, he seems to be quite the, you know, shiesty person. But I don't know, maybe this is the reason why Hollow the Don is taking so many battles, because he was trying to get up some money to try to pay down his debt that he owes from robbing LOM, you know what I mean? Because we also know that he took the Tay-Rock battle, which is a battle that he didn't want to take. He also took the Math Hoffa battle, which is a battle that he didn't want to take. You know, he's taking battles like close together when he normally gives you, you know, like a battle like once a year, you know, if that. So I don't know. Y'all tell me down in the comment section below what y'all think. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. But it seems to me that, you know, Hollow the Don's going to be making a move to California, and, you know, maybe he's trying to look into acting and trying to get into movies and things like that. But as far as what's going on in battle rap, I think Math Hoffa kind of has him dead to rights in this situation, at least to exposing him to the public. But as far as, you know, what Hollow the Don is going to do legally, I would advise him to get a goddamn attorney, or to at least pay back the people, you know, who were the original co-owners of LOM. That's just my personal opinion. I see he's trying to pay back the fans online, like, you know, trying to get their PayPal and, you know, send them the money back for the pay-per-view, or if they're, you know, feeling a certain way about the LOM clothing that they receive, he's trying to figure out a way for them to get reimbursed for the money. You know, that could be a way for him to kind of, you know, like buffer down some of that debt in a sense, you know, but at the same time, you know, you do need to hold your end of the obligation. But also, if you guys are street people and you're trying to do business with street people, you also have to realize these are some of the things that can happen if you do not have the proper bylaws in effect. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.
Yo, bro.
What?
That just blew my mind, bro.
Yeah, the paperwork part?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You got, you know, I mean, you got the papers right there that he was served with.
Yeah.
You know, and the lawyer is trying to tell him what he did and, you know, how he needs to fix it.
Right.
You know, and, you know, you already got, like, proof that Hollow kind of signed off on, you know, trying to pay back the money that he stole. So how is you loyal and you stealing money like that, bruh? Right. And then the people that was down with you, you know, you shut them off of the website, you know, and then you take them off of the bank account, you know, you shut everything down after you stole the money. You know, that's kind of crazy. Man, but his reasoning behind doing that, I'm curious as to why he did it, you know. So sometimes we see things, but they might not be exactly, what it looks like. But right now, it looks like Hollow's kind of dead to rights right now.
Yeah.
He might want to get a lawyer because Math Hoffa got him out here looking crazy.
Well, not for Math.
Not for Math Hoffa,
Right.
not a lawyer for him, but a lawyer to defend himself, for all the stuff he just did. But he basically just copped out to it in the paperwork. So, I think he gonna have to do a battle or do something, to try to get some money to pay this back, because this is not a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But don't block, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
All right, about dude.
Subscribe. But, hey, how much money can you get after getting 3-0'd by somebody? That's the question.
I don't know, bro.
does this battle, really hurt him financially, or doesn't it really hurt him? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm hearing, just whispers that he might have Mook or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but,
Mook.
is it already locked in, or is he gonna have to renegotiate because of where he is right now? If he gets a battle of that caliber, what are we doing? So I don't know, bruh. This is a crazy one. Subscribe.
Yeah, I heard John said, Hollow the Don got Mook in an interview.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if that's true or not, because Hollow was online talking about,
I remember
he
that.
asking the fans if they want him to take a year off or to do a battle for free, and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That.
Or use the money he got for Math for some charity. You know what I mean? He's trying to figure out different ways to appease his his fan base. But
Right.
if you lose him like that, you know what I mean? I don't know, bro. If he gonna take a year off, he might not have Mook. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I don't
That's
know what
fact.
he got coming up, but he Hollow. He can bounce back and get whatever he want.
Right.
But this loss is gonna be kind of serious. You know what I mean? Moving forward. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we'll see. Because fans, they forget. After a minute. But right now, this is kind of crazy, bro.
That's
Good
crazy.
block, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
And I just, shout out to Coffee Brown.
Oh, come on, bro.
Shooting my shot, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Dope block, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
All right, bye, dude.
Subscribe.
Cause rules and regulations got slide for. You screaming out that game, what would you kill for? You tell them that you love them, you gon' die for. Cause rules and regulations got slide for. Cause rules and regulations